let's get more from New York. We have Charles Kim of Mirae Asset Securities. Charles, good to have you back. First off, what do you make of the economic picture in Korea, considering we just got the latest CPI numbers?
The CPI number was somewhat expected, but you have to take a look at BOK's biggest concern, which is inflation. And they're going to be using a flexible policy decision in order to keep inflation at bay. They're looking at around 3% inflation target for the full year. Obviously, it's running a little bit higher than that. So my view is that they're going to try to keep it lower than maybe 4.5%. 4.1% is not too bad, though. I think that was expected.
Okay, yeah, that was expected. So what does that mean for BOK policy? I mean, how many more interest rate hikes do you think we'll see this year?
They're in a quandary because, they don't really have a lot of flexibility regarding policy, because if they keep the rates low like this, then we're going to see huge pressure in the Korean won, and that's going to hurt the exporters. So I think it's a fine balance between interest rates and currency. My view is that we'll probably see 2 more rate hikes by end of the year, but not much more than that. I think they're really concerned that they don't want to raise the rates too quickly to slow down the economy. But then again, they are concerned about inflation, which is their number one focus right now.
Yeah, which has led to some brokerages actually downgrading their views on Korea now to underweight, because it was a favorite market really at the start of this year. So what are you telling clients right now who are saying, Charles, should I still be putting money into this market?
I think you have to look at Korea two ways. I think short term and longer term. I think shorter term, there are 3 critical issues impacting Korea, and they're all external factors. Obviously, number one is end of QE2 in June. Second is the Greek debt crisis, and third is soft landing in China. Now, if we see those 3 external factors solved, I think the markets will rally. But in the past month, we've seen increase in risk aversion. Foreigners been selling Korea to tune of over $3.7 billion US when they bought over $4 billion in April. So there is definitely rising risk aversion in Korea, and they're pulling back. The locals are also very cautious in the market as well. So I think in the short term, I'm somewhat neutral. I think we have to be a little bit more defensive. I think longer term, I think Korea would rally, and I would be looking at cyclical names in Korea.
Okay, when you say long term, can you give me a timeline on that? Is that, say, in the second half of this year, 6 months from now, 3 months from now?
Sure. Shorter term, I'm looking at 1 to 3 months. Longer term, I'm looking at 6 to 12 months. So longer term, I think the focus will still be the exporters, including chemical, petrochemical, shipbuilding, construction, and autos. I think those names will probably outperform more of the defensive name. But I think shorter term, given that there's so much uncertainty globally, I think people are going to be more risk averse and go defensive.
All right, Charles, thanks for joining us today. Nice talking to you as always. Enjoy the rest of your week. That's Charles Kim of Mirae Asset Securities joining us from New York.